So, guys, I just finished watching episode one, Generation Y, for Ms. Marvel, and just like the the comic book, I never read the comic book, and I'm only familiar with just little snippets and here and there. This was enjoyable because it brought me back to I used to love those movies like The Explorers, Goonies, things like that. Well, I didn't watch Goonies when I was a kid, but movies like that where the kids, License to Drive, would be the heroes and find themselves in these otherworldly situations or these crazy scenarios in these movies, right? That's what it felt like. It was a throwback. It felt like to those types of old movies. I love it when the kids are the heroes. I love it when the kids are the focus. Um, right off the bat, the way it started off with the MCU logo coming in and playing the weekend music, that was fitting. And that recap of the admiration with everything that went on during Endgame was very clever. I like the way it was done. The background, the mind of a teenager, especially a creative mind, just going off. Well, that was captured very, very well. Um, what did I like about this? The idea that there's a Scott Lang podcast. He's obviously, because he's probably happy that he's out of house arrest, or maybe it was during his house arrest, just happy to spill his guts. He's probably giving all those details. I'm sure there during Endgame, people are like, how do people know so much about what happened during the events of that war? It was probably surveillance. It was probably footage. Iron Man himself was probably recording simultaneously, and that footage was probably shared with government. But here's something that I didn't think would be a thing. Scott Lang is probably giving the details. He is sitting in his podcast and just giving the deets. I love that. The moving into her going to school and being that was me in high school. You're not really unpopular. You're not popular at all, but you're that in between. You're noticed enough, but you're picked on by people who think that creative mind is odd. Um, Everybody around Kamala and her family in the school, they are so out there with their optimism. It's comical. She seems to be in this world, like in her community, in her own right, even with her best friend. The only sane person. Everybody else is so bursting with optimism, and they want the best, right? It's crazy. Whether they're supporting her fantasy life or they're trying to check her and put her in reality. It's so bursting with optimism. It's a funny thing. Um, is Ms. Marvel, is Kamala Khan new Master 69? That's the question. So like she wants to prove that Thor is a gamer. Are you new Master 69, or is your would-be boyfriend, your guy in the chair, Bruno? Is he new Master 69? Watch Bruno be new Master 69. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Maybe they won't say 60. I mean, this is Disney Plus. Maybe they won't say 69. But are you that guy? Are you? I think it's him. I think it might be him. Backing up into the car. Hey, look, that was hilarious. I had trouble with my driving test. I squeaked out barely. But her mom, man, her mom is too much. Now, I wasn't born. I'm not Pakistani. I don't know much about the culture and whatnot. But it's so for a teenager, especially a young girl in America, when you just want to fit in, especially when you got that creative mind, man. It's just I felt the weight of that. Her wanting to express herself so much. It can be. Oh man, you got to be real careful, man. I'm a father, so you worry that you're gonna push too much. You want the best for your children, but when what happens when she turns 18 and she moves out the house and she could just totally like you think a person can be rebellious now? Wait until they are a legal adult. So it's like I'm go a complete 180. So you got to worry about stuff like that. Where did these bracelets come from? Now they're taking liberties of what the comic book and what we're getting with this, with the weird like Green Lantern type powers. So I'm curious on how it's going to be explained. Obviously, the mother knows something. The tech thing, the way the communication between Bruno and Kamala, with the text messages and emojis and the colors in the background, the color schemes, the color is amazing on this, and the fact that we got an end credit scene on episode one. See, that was good, and being a connection to what's going on with Spider-Man, it was great. It makes sense, with moving towards She-Hulk and what we're going to get with that. The government is really keeping their eye on anybody that it shows off any new powers, as we're probably heading towards a possible Young Avengers, maybe. Tom Holland would fit perfectly on this show. I doubt he'll be on it, but I would love to see it. It is something I can see a lot of adults not wanting to watch this. First thing in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I'm gonna do is pop this on for my kids. They will get a kick out of this. And if you have that creative mind, that there's a reason why I can see it here. This is my first impression of my first experience with Kamala Khan. I've never read any of it in a comic book. Now her popularity rose just as fast as like Squirrel Girl and Miles Morales. And I can see why. She is a very lovable character. And I can't get enough of the young lady that plays her. Great casting. I'm going to agree with some other people that this probably would have been a good movie. I probably would have wanted to see this in the theaters. This was fun. But I'm looking forward to what we're going to get. The fact that we got right off the bat. Usually Disney Plus doesn't give us a after credit scene on episode 1. They usually do that like episode 3. But it's interesting. That means there's going to be huge surprises down the road, and I can't wait to see what's going on with that. What's going on with the bracelets? The mother knows something. So I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see more of this. I want all your thoughts. Share with me what I should know about the comic book. What did they get right? What do you feel like? Do you feel like the changes that they made, the liberties that they took? What do you feel about that? Let me know what you guys think. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Share, like this video if you like my recap. I'm going to bed. I am tired of this Central Standard time zone over here. It's 4 in the morning. It's time for bed, guys. See you guys in the morning. Check us out live later tonight when we do our weekly show, Talking to the Medias Live, T3 Medias Live. Subscribe, follow me on all social medias. I appreciate you guys for doing so and supporting the channel every which way you want to do, whether you're just hitting the like button, whether you donate, or whatever, man. If you like it, I love it. I appreciate you guys. Keep commenting me your theories, your suggestions, things like that. I want to hear it. Give me something to talk about. Till next time, guys. Hey, man. Good night. Good luck.
Bottle bubbling, I'm bald and black and loving. My bottle